Let's explore this bond yield to maturity and current yield problem. It's problem 5-13. You just purchased a bond that matures in 5 years. The bond has a face value of $1,000, like most bonds, and has an 8% annual coupon. The bond has a current yield of 8.21%. What's the bond's yield to maturity? Okay, now I also put this formula on the screen which says what's the current yield. And how you calculate the current yield is you simply take the annual interest payment divided by the current price. So I've worked this ahead of time, so let's just jot in what we know, and I'll just bring these to light one at a time here. Okay, so the effective interest rate is 8.21%. That's given in the problem. The current yield is 8.21%. Okay, next we have the number of periods. Let me move my mouse over or use my keyboard command so the mouse won't drive you crazy. And the number of periods is 5. Then we've got the future value, and the future value is the face value of the bonds. That's how much we will get paid back if we invest in these bonds, right? Next we have to determine the payments, and we take the future value times the coupon rate. So if I hit F2 here, you'll see that I'm just taking the value in cell B15 times 8%, right? And you can either look for it down here or up here on the formula bar. Okay, so then what I want to do is indicate that the current price, if the yield is 8.21%, we would have to calculate that by using the formula above, and we're solving for price. So the way we would do that, through basic algebra, is take the cell B16 and divide it by the 8.21%. Oh, and actually what I think I ought to do is reference that cell there. That's probably a better way. So take B16 divided by B13, and you come up with a current price of $9.74 divided by 42 cents. Okay, then once we have that, we can solve for the bond yield to maturity by using Excel's rate function, because that's what a bond yield to maturity is. It returns the answer as a rate. So here's the answer, but let me show you how I computed this. We'll move this off to the side. All right, so the number of periods, where's the best way to put this? Number of periods is 5. That's given in cell B14. Maybe I'll move it over here. Okay, so there's the 5. The payments is cell B16, $80. Now the present value is how much I'm entering that as a negative. That's the point I want to make, which is the current price. If we wanted to invest in this bond, it would cost us $974.42. That would represent a cash outflow, which is why I entered that as a negative amount. And then the future value is the $1,000. Okay, so let me move this over here so you can see that. So once you put all those in, it gives you the answer of 0.0865. I'm going to hit OK, and it comes back as 8.65%. That's how you solve this one. So really you had to solve the current price first, and then once you knew that, you could solve for bond yield to maturity. And that's this problem, everyone. Thank you.